who is no stranger to being crazy himself. He does have a top pick Leroy. He has 100% win rate Shaheen, and his Paul, for the first week at least, was 100% win rate. And once again, this guy's no stranger to crazy playstyles, playful playstyles. He loves to exploit weaknesses, and he loves to really throw you off your game. And the last time they faced off against each other, or at least their record at least, has been 14-8 in favor of AK.
That's quite competitive. Getting eight games out of a total of 22 is very respectable. And we talked about AK, how strong he is in the game. He's also quite a accomplished chef. If you saw his social media a couple of days back, he provided us education. He provided us a culinary delight. And he's looking to bring that into this 8th day. He's gonna be cooking, AK going up against Maru. This is going to be tons of fun. Oh, Maru there.
Oh, Maru's ready to eat it up. But yeah, Chef AK right here. He taught us how to cook rice. He taught us how to cook. Taught us how to cook eggs. Now let's see if he can cook Maru here.
Right. What is he going to be cooking? I mean, we were able to smell what the rack and roll was cooking earlier. But now AK is bringing some more dishes onto the national table, and I am hungry. And for sure, Maru is hungry as well.
Oh, definitely. And once again, if there's anyone who could bring out that playful AK that we've seen in interviews, we've seen in streams, it would definitely be Maru. Both of them have played a crazy game so far, or at least a crazy playstyle. I mean, in this current season, and we're not even sure what they're gonna pick. But of course, there it is, the Zafina and the King. AK has a King. Now this I didn't know.
Whoa, okay. This is going to be super fun. Zafina considered to be really strong in the current meta. Am I right?
Yep, definitely. But there is a little bit of trickiness to her. That's why she hasn't been pulled out as much. And another thing though is AK is familiar with Zafina. He does play it too. But this one I've never seen him play King.
And AK now rocking that silver. The silver costume there for King, going all Jaguar, but here comes Maru now, getting 2 huge combos to start off this round. The trade here going in favor of Maru, huge life leads, and goes for that low just to close it out.
Big stuff there from Maru, and now he already gets the first round, and it's just pure aggression. Once again, he did promise this, and he's delivering. But right now, let's see what kind of chops AK has on this King. So far, his punishes are on point, his Shining Wizards are on point, but Maru's just really going on the offensive.
It looked like AK was able to stop all of Zafina's options here, but Maru responding like a madman. Getting, the combo, the damage that Maru took that round were all just from Rising Force, and it was all him to seal it up. And that is 2 rounds here for Maru, looking to close out game number 1. Can AK find a way to get a read on this Zafina?
Oh, let's see, because Zafina gets tricky once she starts getting her rhythm up. You have these Scarecrow stances, that Power Crush launch. You have, aside from that, the Tarantula stance, which is also something you have to keep track of. But now, AK going for the shove, and he's already in rage.
Trying to pay a tribute to rock and roll here. Oh, and he whips the rage drive, and Maru was ready with the jab just to close out the round. 3 straight. I like the effort. AK looked like he was about to pull off that comeback. He was blocking the lows, he was punishing, blocking the mids, and then he miscalculated the range on the rage drive. Maru made him pay.
Maru was so quick on his feet too to immediately punish that whiff. Not a lot of people can immediately try to punish a rage drive just as quickly as that, with that much confidence. And really, once again, Maru's Zafina, scary. And to think AK knows how to play Zafina. AK knows the mix-ups that Zafina has. It's just Maru knows how to throw a wrench in his plans.
And we're seeing just it's the playstyle. It's how Maru really expresses himself with the character. You can really see, oh, okay, this is Maru here using the Zafina. AK again looked like he was getting all the right feel of Maru's rhythm. But that was not meant to be, and now AK switching up to a more fundamental Kazumi.
And his Kazumi has been great. It's in every match that he's used it, he's always using these ridiculous pokes. He's trying to prevent you from sidestepping. Doing his own sidesteps. He's constantly in front of you, going for small moves that just oppress you and smother you.
And we're going to see probably a little bit more movement here from AK. Of course, the stature kicks are some of Izumi's best pokes. But right now, AK being really, really compact. Now he's letting it out. He gets a Magic 4, but he's not able to convert their big drop. Continuing with the DF1s and the lows.
Yep. Oh wow, interrupting Maru in for that flash punch combination, but here's the mix-up from the Fearless Warrior into the Hell Sweep. Maru is now going to put himself at equal health against AK, but there it is, the forward 3.
And AK going to try and seal this game here. Ooh, the patience around the wake up. That was so impressive, and just whip punishing there with a sidestep low. And now AK is on the board finally. This Kazumi pick working out for him.
Good stuff there from AK, and if aside from that, he's so on point with his forward 3 whiff punishes. Every single small move that you miss in front of him, he's ready for that God Fist. But there it is, Maru trying to make sure that AK doesn't get that kind of round again. He does have the life lead, but now he's backing Maru off into the wall.
Oh, these are the stature kicks now coming in from AK, but Maru is not having any of that. He finds a counter hit and he seals the second round here. Up great composure there from Maru with his back literally against the wall, not giving in to the Kazumi pressure.
Never at all. Once again, there it is. It's just a poke war between the two of them, and now Maru can't even get his stances in. But just as I say that, he gets a launch on AK, and now he can go for the mix-up.
Oh, the Wild Rising 2 punish here coming from AK. He's going to push all the way here, but he's too far to get any extra wall damage. But he does find the DF1 too.
Oh no!
He
Oh
finds
no!
the range art.
That grab was a little too meaty for my taste, and Maru puts AK at pixel health. Key charge set up. You can't block on key charge, so that was the perfect choice here from AK.
That was beautiful. He spaced it out perfectly and punished accordingly. AK now 1 round away from tying this set up here. The running 2 finds its mark, sidestepping after DF1. This is basic Kazumi play here coming from AK.
Yep, and really, Maru does have the answers, but AK just squeezes it out. He ekes it out every time. And this is a battle between equals.
There we see it. We see AK now mixing up the stature kicks with the axe kicks here, and that has rewarded him with this win. A beautiful finish there for AK. It is now tied at 1 game each. Apologies, there may be a little bit of technical problem here for my co-caster, Young Rafiki. Stay tuned, he will be back a little shortly. But what a match it was between those two players. Great answer from AK, picking the right character in Kazumi to go up against the Zafina. He was really using the pokes of, he was using the pokes from Kazumi to really keep Zafina from getting the space that she wanted. And he started to mix it up there in that final round, mixing up the stature kicks with the axe kick. And
yeah, that was beautiful. That was beautiful fundamental Tekken. We were expecting crazy from AK, but crazy didn't work with that king. So he instead pulls out the Kazumi that's been paying off so much for him in the previous days that he's been using it. But now here it is, Infinite Azure. This is where Maru can test the neutral and the fundamentals that AK has. There is no wall to trap you in. It is all movement and all spacing.
And if there's any character that's associated with movement, Zafina is one of them. But Kazumi does have her own movement tools as well. It will be fun to see how they interact here on this Infinite stage. Here you go, starting off with big damage. The running 2 gets interrupted by Maru. And now Maru finding the launch here is going to deal excellent damage to start it off. He's going for max damage there, not going for a setup.
And oh my goodness, really, AK having a little bit of a hard time here in this infinite stage because Maru's really playing completely differently. And there's the DF2, the Shoryuken gets punished.
The Shoryuken not hitting, that would have resulted in a Tiger Uppercut. But Maru keeping it together in that first round. But here comes AK though, continuing the aggression. Magic 4 finds its mark here, but he drops.
And actually, another thing is, Kazumi was Maru's main in Conference 1 Season 1. That's why Maru plays a little, plays like he knows this character. Both of them know these characters really well. It feels like they swapped.
It's a body swap or a character swap, and it's fun to see these kind of matches play out. I mean, this was your previous character, you know this character. Here's how I play it. This is how I'm going to beat you. But AK being so on point there with the punishes and the spacing as well. Big combo coming from AK now.
Oh, good stuff from him. But now he puts Maru in. Oh my God, he's a pixel away from Rage. This is where it gets a little crazy. If AK gets a single launch, Maru is done for. But of course, Maru is now in Rage. But a little more careful now.
Going for the running 2s again, trying to seal it off here. Great block from Maru there. Oh, and he continues the string. Maru did not believe and giving the Tiger a treat.
Yep. Letting it rip, AK. That was smart of him, making sure that Maru couldn't stop him. Because considering the fact he's been throwing those DF1s a lot, so there's not really much you can think about. But so far, Maru trying to space himself out again, trying to make sure that AK can't get into position. But here it is. Rage is dangerous with anyone in play.
Nice spring kick there just to avoid the mix-up and finishing him low again. AK bringing out the courageous warrior floatiness, but you know, Maru was completely prepared here. We're down to our final round, 1 apiece. Final round. Here we go. This is going to be super exciting here between these two. Maru now finding his launcher, going to finish it up again, going straight for that damage. AK no ropes behind him, but figuratively on the ropes here. 1-1, BF1. Oh, running 2 works out for him. A step for your troubles here. And this is a really crucial moment here for both players. AK now in range, and he gets floated. Here comes Maru. Can he seal it off with this? He does! Wow! Oh my goodness.
Champions.